California was not always known for its world-class wines, but today it was at the forefront of producing some of the best wines in the world. In 1974, as California was in its wine-growing infancy, my great-aunt, Kathryn Kennedy, decided to start a small family-run winery. It is known today as one of the top wineries in the Santa Cruz Mountain appellation. This is the story of the creation of her winery and the changes it has undergone in the last decade. Kathryn was one of the many independent women at the time who were making bold decisions in the food and wine industry. She wanted to create her own wines on her own terms. She owned an 8-acre parcel of land with orchards at the foothills of the Santa Cruz Mountains in Saratoga, California. Because of her strength and passion, she was able to create, with the help of her family, a boutique winery that has become a well-known Cabernet label. Today, her son and winemaker, Marty Mathis, continues to carry on her legacy of winemaking.
In that time in California, that there was this new exciting phase in California. In the wine business, it was called the wine boom, but in the culinary world, it was called California cuisine. In the political world, it was women's liberation, and there was this excitement to do new and good things. So she planted a vineyard not just because there was this land and it needed to be used, but because there was all this creativity. Both Kathryn and her sister Joan Morocco were artists, and there was a lot of desire to make great things and a lot of things also from Europe. So wine sort of filled that.
We were all excited for her and ready to help in any way we could. It was a hard job. She did it all. It was a lot of property and a lot of grapes to plant for just a single mother. And she just got started in the winery when the city wanted to connect the 2 streets down there right through the middle of her property. So she had to get a lawyer and fight it, and that was an added expense she had to carry. When it came right down to it, she's the one that did it. She had to, because she wanted to keep the property. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been able to afford it.
We started out just growing grapes for a few years, and then a local winemaker encouraged us to become a winery, so we had some guidance and some energy from young people and the family around us, and that part was easy. Making a go of it commercially and finding places to sell wine is the hardest part in making it work financially. Both with Kathryn and with her sister Joan Morocco, and at the time I mentioned they were artists, but there was also this women's movement, and in my mind it was really the women that were the pioneers. They were the ones that took the big steps, and I gave examples of like Amelia Earhart or Rosa Parks, or in food world it's Alice Waters again from Berkeley. And the men are there to keep things solid, but it was really the women that are the ones that are brave enough or creative enough to take these big steps, and I still see that in the modern day. Yeah. Favorite sayings of why she named the wine after herself. If Paul Masson and Martin Ray and David Bruce could have wines named after themselves, then so could a woman. But I think egocentricity is like a good thing for artists and for people that have to create. You have to believe in that.